Hello there. I added some darkness tiles for my game. Um, they can have color in them, and they affect the lighting system in a way that I can have like these open areas, and then I can have these kind of shaded areas like under the canopy. And as the day-night cycle progresses, it's they work nicely together. I have like this outside darkness, and it gets even darker when you get or go under the forest canopy. If I walk in here, you can see that it gets really dark, and if I turn on my lantern, you can see that the lighting system works under here kind of like as expected. It works in the same way as in more lit areas. And the and and the darkness tiles, they can have pretty much any color you want. Um, right now they have like this green tint to them, and if you want to have like completely opaque darkness, now it's midnight, so it's like the outside is now as dark as it gets. If I walk into here, I've added like a light source behind this tree, so just to test things out. There's actually, if I look up, there's like these darkness tiles on top of the image. Yeah, you can see this. This is pretty rough looking, but anyway, uh, there's like this gradient light source pointing down. Might need a bit more work, but anyway, you can kind of like do like fake sunlight or moonlight and stuff like that. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is are these darkness tiles and how they function. Let me turn on the day-night cycle again. So yeah, if you want to have like completely opaque darkness, you have to use black, like the color black. If you have something else, well then the darkness won't be opaque, because well, you really can't have any color if you don't have light. So lack of light means that everything will be black. Um, Now that the outside world is running daytime lighting, if I walk here, you can see like everything has like this green tint. Gives kind of like this cooling effect. I think it's pretty neat. Um, because it could be like a more blue or whatever. I need more tiles, of course. This is just like a simple gradient from black to white that I've actually layered a color on top of that, so you get like this green tint to it. To really get the most out of this system, I would have to add like some solid color tiles to the system, so I could have like a large area of certain darkness value, and then from that darkness value I would have like a bunch of tiles that would fade into another darkness value, and that way I could build like large portions with set like one set darkness value, and then if I want to, I could easily fade out from that value to, let's say, like completely lit or some other darkness value. So it's really simple tile work I have to do. Here you can see as I placed some tiles with that fade from one uh, value to another, and then I accidentally just placed them right next to each other. You can see that the darkness kind of like fades in and fades out and looks super weird. But anyway, that's like what I mean. I would have to have like darkness value of these pixels and then darkness value of the other side pixels if I would want to have like large portions of this kind of darkness or this kind of darkness. Anyway, I'm making like a big deal out of it. It's super simple stuff to fix and do. Um, it took me a few nights to wrap my head around this thing. It's kind of funny how it goes. I first thought that this would be like really simple to add to the game, and then I thought that it's actually not that simple to add to the game because of the lighting, how the lighting works. I thought I would have to kind of like render all the lights twice and do kind of all sorts of compositing stuff with some like layers or surfaces and then combine that with the existing lighting system and it was a mess and it was kind of frustrating and then last night I had a I I went and had a glass of rum and came back to the keyboard and wrote like 8 lines of code in a couple of minutes and and it was working. Oh, it's so weird how it goes. Like kind of funny. It was really simple to do, but I just had to wrap my head around the issue to get it running. Yeah, I think it's really cool and a really nice way to really get into the level and do stuff that you want. I can have use this for like I would have like a cave or something here. To be a really nice way to fade from the outside world to the cave, and yeah, it's I think it's a quite crucial part of the lighting system, and I'm really happy that I finally have it in. Even even like without this, even with these simple tiles, I can already see that it's working and adding to the look, or will be adding to the look. And it doesn't really add to the um, performance impact of the lighting system at all. Next up will be some tiles or tile work for the lighting system and or those darkness tiles I was talking about, and then I'll be adding some elevation to these levels. Elevation in a sense that currently you are walking always on the ground, no matter how high up on some hill you are or how low you are, you're still like always on the ground. I want to add like tiles that are aware of their own height and and that will affect like how you navigate the level. So currently I just walk down or walk straight down from this little ledge. I want to have a system when you walk down here, you actually fall like these are 16 pixel high tiles. So when you walk down, you will actually fall for a bit and then land on the ground. That will be an interesting thing to do. I've never really done it before, but then again, I had never ever done the lighting system either, and I think the lighting system is way more complicated than some tile collisions are. I will also add collisions for trees and other objects that are not like tiles. Alright, cheers. Take care.